were you bugged or something?
Yeah, like the UI elements were not loaded for the correct resolution.
Oh, this is
But we're good now.
this is quite the map. You know what? They spawn on the position with 3 maxes.
They both get nothing. Except some trees and
What a,
everything.
do you get the amount of maxes that are in the middle of the map and then they spawn with this is such a bad map. I mean, the thing is, I hope that the game will stabilize, like that they can get their own like side of the map relatively safe and secure, because this is one of these maps where it might just snowball very quickly.
SB doing the legendary 2 factory opening.
The legendary awful 2 factory opening.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there really enough E reclaim in these trees?
I mean there is. The issue is, I mean, it depends on who you ask, but according to me, like double fac is always bad. You just, instead of going double fac, you just make 1 factory, then 1 pigeon and maxen before the second factory. You just slightly delay it, but it works a lot better in my opinion. But just going straight up like facts like this is often very it can delay quite a bit, especially considering like there are some good trees, but when the first 3 groups are out, it's, I don't know.
SB is
You don't.
just barely making this work. It's rather close.
It is rather close. The issue is especially on the map gen, where like sometimes you overestimate how many trees there are. Like it's not always easy to predict. Like the margin of error is so small with double fac opening that it can harm you pretty badly if it goes wrong. And if you delay the second factory by just making 1 max in the P-gen first, you remove a lot of that margin of error that can potentially be there. And you still get a lot of the benefits of quick second factory.
Whoa, but Farms, you'll be down like 1.5 engineers.
GG. Pepsi, look at Pepsi's eco balance and then look at Shen's.
Alright, Pepsi is right on the edge, best on a little bit. Shen, oh, he's.
I don't agree with the double fact. Like, I think he should have delayed the second, like I said. But aside from that, I think you should do a quick second factory at the very minimum. But what Shen is doing is, I don't like that at all. He's not reclaiming, well, he's barely reclaiming the trees with 1 attack move engineer. But Pepsi is on 7.5k E reclaim, while Shen is on 3.5k. Shen is also about to overflow mass, because he is overflowing mass.
He's very slightly overflowing. It's okay. I mean, he doesn't have any E, which is a serious problem.
Shen really messed this up. I mean, the Pepsi also messed this up. He's about to stop massively E as well, because like all the trees in the vicinity of his base are gone, and he didn't skill E enough, so Pepsi is stalling 300 E per second.
Oh no!
Meanwhile Shen is overflowing mass or stalling E. He has to choose.
Alright, but critically, Shen's transport is way faster. Like, SB's got built, but it's just getting loaded up now as Shen is unloading his transport. He's going to build the hydros on the south side of the map. He's got scouts through the middle. He's got bombers. And now SB is just finally loaded up, and he's also going south.
But it's important to note that Pepsi does have like 2.5 times the engineers.
He does.
And like his expansion is lower, but his initial booming is a lot better. Although, I mean, the E-stall was of course a big deal, but he's kind of fixed it for now. I mean,
he had to pause air. Shen's still building air units, and he's scaling lots of power at home. Plus, he's about to finish this hydro, and
it's also bad that they're both dropping the bottom sides.
Yeah, but Shen's significantly faster, so he might get a key advantage here, because it's going to be 3 NGs to 2 NGs in this bottom plateau area. Although these 4 up here will probably do something important. Shen may spot them, though, and there's a bomber very close by. He's got
You have to
multiple
keep.
scouts.
I mean, Pepsi is a lot faster expanding on his own like right side than Shen is. He's up like 33% mass income, which is not nothing.
Shen's gonna locate both drops to the south, and he has a bomber ready to go.
I like that Pepsi is expanding with his ASU, because there's not really a reason to keep it in his main base. Shen is staying in his main base, but we're especially early on. Like, I mean, ASU can get bombed or raided, so.
It's
Oh,
invincible.
the bomber killed the engineers. I just noticed.
All right, that'll secure this position for Shen.
Yeah.
Shen also locked the transport, which is a nice pickup if he can get it.
Yep.
But critically, Shen doesn't have like any engineers to really drop. Like, he should probably be running 2 transports if he could.
Yeah, true. Well, the issue is he only has 1 factory in his main base spamming engineers, and that's the issue, kinda.
That is exactly the issue.
Because even though his drops succeed, well, Pepsi needs to spend his mass, and E. Is he going tech to air? Not really. He's making a second transport. Like, even though Pepsi had no air at all, he's still ahead on Shen. Not on map control per se, but just, he's grabbing a lot more reclaim as well. Like, there's a lot of mass on this map if you factor in the trees. The trees are honestly the most juicy part of the map.
Yeah, SB's scaling is better, but Shen is doing a lot of damage with these bombers. Look how many bombers Shen has made. He's like...
Yeah.
He's like, alright, Zlo isn't here. I guess I have to be the substitute Zlo.
Yes.
He also spotted another transport coming out from SB. Like, this is a very nice air scout.
This is a really tough map to play as well. You don't underestimate it at all. Like, especially if you factor in all the reclaim, like all the 3 reclaim that you have to get everywhere. Like, you get such a big boost if you get all the trees. Like, if you look at like these expansions, like the top left of Shen, if you zoom in a bit and see all of the trees that are there, that's like at least 5k mass, with the rocks mixed in as well.
Shen...
And that's like everywhere on the map.
Shen's gonna bomb the power! And SB is stalling minus 300 E a second.
Oh, but they're UEF bombers though. So it's, no, he's not gonna bomb the power, he's doing it for engineers.
I mean, I thought there was a 3rd bomber here. Where did that go?
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, the reason why Pepsi is stalling that much is because he's making power with 12 engineers at once. So he's not really. It's like a fake power stall.
Yeah, he's got 1k mass income.
Bomber from Shen. It wasn't killed. It's gonna kill 50 billion engineers. No.
No, it kills. It kills nothing. Oh, crashes on 1 NG. Oh, that's
like Pepsi has 50 Techman pigeons. Like, any power sniper wouldn't have been very relevant, to be honest. So I saw Shen moving a drop to the top earlier, but it's disappeared. So I assume it was killed.
I think it might have been this position right here.
Oh, that one maybe. But anyway, there's a drop from Pepsi, but it meets a bomber from Shen. But he has some inties to snipe it. But so Pepsi will get the top, potentially. At least it looks pretty likely at the moment.
If one of these 10 million bombers don't kill everything immediately.
Yeah, but he's dropping in multiple locations, so at least he doesn't get 1 shot. Uh-oh. This doesn't look very healthy though. These engineers are not split.
They are not. But the bombers are sort of doing their thing. Alright, this is beautiful. Alright, so he's only got the 2 left.
Even a UEF bomber finished that job properly.
I kind of like SB's position here. This is like a very good spot to drop to apply pressure in various directions.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit dangerous, but I guess. So there is tech to air from Pepsi, and he's rushing his first PG, and I feel like he's stalling. Yeah, he's stalling 100 mass per second. The issue is, he kind of stopped reclaiming. He sent all his engineers next to his HQ, and he's not reclaiming from that.
What if I told you Shen is ahead in mass reclaimed?
Well, that's true. Well, from the looks of things, Shen reclaimed all the civilians on his side, and that's quite a lot of mass. Pepsi is a bit Pepsi is a bit behind on his. That's probably the big difference. That's probably like 2k mass that Pepsi hasn't grabbed yet. Shen didn't even get the rocks around his main base.
Doesn't even need him. He's fine. I kind of like Shen's position here. He's getting a lot of nice harassment. There's like mech marines.
Meanwhile, 30
doing
seconds
stuff.
ago, I kind of like Pepsi's position here.
I like all the positions. These are just great positions. Delicious. Gourmet positions. Oh, but the NG's up north.
Someone just said, isn't Pepsi an eco player? And the answer is no, not at all.
No, Pepsi is the grand spam player of FAF. Or at least he's less than he used to be, but it's still at his core.
But he is still not. I mean, neither of these players are really eco players. But look at this spam from Shen. It's pretty. There's a tech to HQ from Pepsi, and he's about to finish an Ilshi, so he probably can hold bottom position.
Yeah, I mean, this is a bit dicey, but yeah, I think he should be able to hold. There's not a lot of RD in this mix.
So he did manage to get factory online at the top, which is very important. There's still random bombers from Shen there, but they're being killed off. Yeah, the random bombers are doing so much damage. He's just slowing it up, and it's being very efficient.
Like, SB doesn't have any map control, really. Like, look at all these mexes that he doesn't have secured on his own side of the map. He's, like, losing them to mech marines and random T1 bombers, and it's all very painful.
Yeah, I'm curious if at some point we will see walls being made.
Just wall off large sections of this map.
Yeah.
Don't want any of that.
But there are some Tech 2 gunships out from Pepsi now, and he does seem to have air control for the time being. But he will clean up this spam from Shen. Although Shen, let's see, he doesn't have any Tech 2 mexes from the looks of things, but he does have 47 Tech 1 mexes compared to the 27 Tech 1 mexes from Pepsi. That's the biggest issue.
And I mean, yeah, SC has built a lot of nice Ulshis here, but it's going to take them about 10 million years to get anywhere of relevance. Although, wait, the Shen's AC is kind of vulnerable here, and there's gunships sort of headed in that general direction.
Oh my god, don't tell me he's gonna die to an air snipe. No, don't tell me he's gonna die to an air snipe.
Alright, all the gunships are being brought over here. Oh god. Alright, there's a T2 factory, but alright, if he dodges and he brings his own air, the air is being brought over and he spams all AA. Oh god, he's trying to build a T3 land factory. Oh no.
Yeah, I think if he right clicks all the gunships with his air, if he just goes in and spams Tech 1 AA, you cloud and makes shields from the HQ.
Yeah, you gotta cancel that upgrade and get shields and flak.
I think if he didn't stall mass, if he actually passed everything except for the important things, there was a very small chance he would have lived.
Oh,
I mean, the chance would have been insanely small. But
oh, there's nothing.
Wow.
The clownery is real. Look at this. He's got tanks in SB's main base. Oh god, if he was just sitting in the water outside of his own main base, rather than just wandering in the middle of a field somewhere.
That's so sad.
That's the saddest thing we've seen so far this series. Oh my god.
He was, by the way, going T3 land and T3 air.
At the same time. Oh,
yeah.
I mean, he had a nice eco advantage. He had map control. He was harassing SB to death. I mean, the air snipe makes a lot of sense from SB's perspective.
No, yeah, it does make sense. Like, he was kinda fucked, so he kinda had to go for it. I mean, the unit spam was just too brutal.
It was